Hey, it's Simon from Higher Plane Games, and people ask me what's on my Steam wishlist when big sales come around, so here's a quick run through of anything with 30% off or more. I'll call out random games of things that are interesting or if they've got sales elsewhere. Dadish 3D will be the pick on this list because it's a fantastic series breaking into 3D for the first time. Fair of the Sundred Tribes is a game with huge ambitions, lots of flying around, taming of monsters. It's in early access and not quite there yet, but 70% off, that's a huge historical low. F124, a historical low as well, but again, I don't know if I'm intrigued enough to still pick it up, having been burnt on that series several times before. Aliens Dark Descent is at a historical low, but it is on the PlayStation Plus catalogue for December, so again, just pick and choose what you fancy. An historical low, I think, there for Forza Horizon 5, but I'm not going to get that. I'll be getting Uden Chronicle, because that is a true historical low at 50% off. Great looking JRPG. Can he wait to get involved in that? Millennia's come along leaps and bounds over time too. That's a grand strategy game that I'm quite intrigued to get into. Outside of that, again, plenty of discounts of things that have vaguely been at these kinds of prices before, although Spells and Secrets is Hogwarts, the management game. And I thought I owned the Italju 1 and 2 series. They're great action-adventure games in the indie world, so don't forget to pick those up. Clan N is a great 1 to 4 player top-down brawler-style game. Think 90s arcades where everyone's playing as Arnold Schwarzenegger and you'll be somewhere in the right ballpark. I've also got a few other Square Enix RPGs in here, Saga Emerald Beyond being one of them that I'll probably be picking up. And it's not a historical low, but Vagrus the Riven Realms is hardcore horror harsh, but at 40% off. I nearly bought it last time at that place. I might do the same again. Blockbuster Inc. is a historical low at 40% off for anyone that enjoyed the Movies series franchise back in the mid-2000s. And No More Rainbows is a great looking VR platformer. And you don't get so many of those these days, and it looks really well done. Candria has recently had a big update, and with 40% off, that feels like you're getting twice the discount because the game essentially doubled in size in its recent update. If you liked the El Shaddai series, Starnaut is an action roguelike adventure game based in that world. A couple of mini-games from Make It Crep and Macho Shot for those of you that like your Bishi Bashi Special style games. And Arkseed is a really interesting looking turn-based strategy which is all based around mechs destroying or trying to survive inside massive city brawling battles. Still Wakes the Deep is looking a bit scary for me because I don't do well with horror games, but it is from the Chinese room and I love them as developers. And again, diving back to VR, Power Beats VR and Blast Beat are two rhythm-based VR games that make me want to break out my PSVR 2, which feels heavily underutilised at the moment. And a new historical low for Another Crab's Treasure at 34% off. Yes, please, add to basket, will be buying. What else have we got? Care Bears to the rescue. Don't judge me. That has only been out a couple of weeks and it's already 33% off, but it looks like quite a well done, put together 2D platformer. So I might take one for the team and buy that and then give it a good review. Master Detective Archives Raincode Plus is 50% off on the PlayStation Network. So if you've got both, again, consider where you want to buy it. Solium Infernum is such a stylish looking political strategy game. I nearly bought that at the same discount a few weeks ago. I'm grateful to see it back there again because I'm quite intrigued at picking that one up. Lightyear Frontier has recently had a big update too, so at 30% off. That mech-based gardening and farming sim looks very juicy to me. And I've recently had some friends recommend Little Kitty Big City as being a wholesome sandbox adventure game for me to get my paws stuck into, so I'll be picking that up probably too. Q Games have been quite quiet recently, but All You Need Is Help is a cooperative 1 to 4 player knitting Tetris, I guess is probably the best way to describe that. And again, a potential new historical low there with Squirrel with a Gun at 30% off already. What an absurd, weird premise. Why wouldn't I buy it? Frankly, we all should. And I think we start wandering into some DLC here, which is very specific to the games I own. Spin Rhythm XD is a magnificent rhythm action game if anyone's ever in the market for one. And I think we come to the end of the list. So I hope that was interesting and useful. Please let us know down in the comments what you'll be picking up in the wish list and recommend some favourites to others. Thanks for watching.